In 1998, Kiss were back in full force. They had just wrapped one of the biggest, highest-grossing tours of the past year and then announced that they would be doing a new album. This would be the first album to feature Ace and Peter since Dynasty. However, history would find a way of repeating itself. The album would be produced by Bruce Fairbairn, who had previously worked with Bon Jovi. His goal with the album was to create something similar to the Love Gun and Destroyer era of Kiss. The Circus concept is often attributed to Doc McGee, who felt it would be a great theme for the next tour, a wild carnival where anything and everything could happen. As a result of this concept being in place before recording began, the comic series tie-in, Circus, would see a release before the actual album. When the band went into the studio in January of 1998, it was clear that they were not a cohesive unit. Depending on which version you believe, one of two scenarios played out. According to Ace and Peter, they were never given an opportunity to contribute to the album outside of very small parts, and were even paid not to play on the record. Paul said that Ace and Peter wanted more songs and control over the album, which their managers would use to snag a bigger paycheck. Regardless, Ace and Peter were used only sparingly. Ace plays on 3 tracks, and Peter only plays drums on 1. Guitar duties went to Tommy Thayer and Bruce Kulick. Drums were given to Kevin Valentine. The only track that everyone is playing on is Into the Void. The title track would be a #1 hit on the rock charts and became the opener for the tour. It also got a 3D music video. The 3D gimmick would be worked into the tour and was heavily advertised in promotional materials. Other singles on the record included In Your Face, which was only on the Japanese edition, We Are One, You Wanted the Best, which featured all 4 members on vocals, and I Finally Found My Way. I Finally Found My Way was written by Paul and Bob Ezrin, who also plays piano on the track. It was written sort of as a spiritual sister song to Beth. It was released as a promo single, but never a standalone commercially available one. The song Within was written earlier during Carnival of Souls, and was even demoed before appearing here. Dreamin' sounds a lot like 18 by Alice Cooper, so much so that the publishers of 18 took the band to court over it. Journey of 1,000 Years served as a sequel to 100,000 Years on the first Kiss album. The cover was a lenticular image that appeared to pull back a curtain, revealing a sideshow wagon with the band. The Japanese release folded out with spring-loaded elements. The album did well upon release and fared well with critics, who admitted that it was just another Kiss record, but that's what people wanted, and it succeeded. The album's main critic was most likely Paul Stanley, who felt it wasn't a great album and didn't want it to be the last one that Kiss made, resulting in the future records Sonic Boom and Monster. The tour of the album was another global trek and featured a TV special that aired on Fox that Halloween. The band also guest starred on several Fox TV shows, including Mad TV, to promote the record and the tour. The tour began with actual circus acts, but these were quickly dropped. There was a resurrection of merchandise. Almost every piece that had come before was back with the Psycho Circus branding. Posters, comics, toys, shirts, teddy bears, slippers, blankets, and a PC and Dreamcast game based on the comics. There was also going to be a PlayStation and Game Boy port, but these were eventually canceled. Fans seem pretty split on this record. Some love it, and some don't. It hit at the perfect time for me. I was just getting into the band, and the album, merch, and tour were just fuel for that fire. I don't think I would have become such a big fan had it not been there. My bedroom door had a huge Psycho Circus poster on it, surrounded by clippings from magazines promoting it. It sounds cliche, but I cannot imagine my childhood without it. I think the whole concept was great, and they did all that they could with it. I like most of the songs. The comics are still enjoyable, and I keep meaning to find a copy of Nightmare Child to play. What do you think about this record? Let me know in the comments below. The content on this channel is made possible from viewers like you. Help the channel grow by supporting me on Ko-fi, which you can find a link to below. You can also help by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys next time.